Welcome to this presentation of UPSL Soccer Action, live on YouTube and presented by the Atlantic Soccer Media Group.
Welcome back once again to Heinz Ward Field at Terra Stadium. We've got an exciting matchup. Atlanta City FC taking on FC Atlanta Academy. And it's right here on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. And it's next. Hello once again, and thank you for joining us. I am Drew Dickinson alongside Mr. Steven Johnson. It is our third and final live broadcast of the afternoon. We have the 2023 Spring UPSL Georgia Regional Cup, and our third game will be Atlanta City FC taking on FC Atlanta Academy. Steven, unfortunately for both of these teams, just like our first game of the day, nothing to play for. Pride. And maybe a little camaraderie, maybe figure each other out a little bit. This is going to be a fun one, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the last free game you get where there are no long-term consequences before the regular season. So this is your final opportunity to not only figure out who you are as a team, but some of these individual players to show the coach what you got, to earn those starting positions, and to really solidify your role in the larger team. But as you mentioned, both teams dropping games to Los Tigres and the Atlanta Rovers, so they are both sitting at 0-0 and 2, a.k.a. 0 points. So, I mean, they'll take anything right now. They'll take anything they can take away from this contest.
Having some team photo ops, referees at the center of the park, making sure their preparations are complete. As the fourth official exits, we see Atlanta City FC saying a little prayer before pre-match. Just want to mention the officials for our third contest. We have Mr. Ethan Burns. He will be in the middle today. AR1, Mr. Cameron Weaver. AR2, Hakiali Broderick, and our fourth official today, Mr. Daniel Benson. And as usual, got to give a shout out to the stellar officiating crews here in the UPSL Georgia Division.
Yeah, I mean, the officials really are the bedrock, which these games go. Without them, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have matches to commentate. They wouldn't have matches to play. So, huge shout out to each and every one of them.
Atlanta City FC look to be ready. They're moving around, making sure they're staying warm. Don't want to tear any muscles just a few weeks out from the regular season. FC Atlanta, they look to be ready. And once they complete their preparations, we're going to get underway for the first half. Just, 5 clouds in the sky, sun shining, slight little wind gust. Just perfect afternoon for soccer, partner.
I don't think you could ask for a better February here in Georgia at all. It's just a little bit of a chill, which is great for when you're playing. It keeps you from getting too warm, keeps you from sweating too much. And once you get going, it feels perfect. So these guys are definitely set up for a phenomenal match here as we're just about to get underway.
And we are off and underway here at Heinz Ward Field in Terra Stadium. We have in the striped kits going from left to right Atlanta City FC, and going right to left in the gray tops will be FC Atlanta Academy. Starting early on from the back is Atlanta City FC. I'd like to mention one of, if not the best defender in the UPSL Georgia Division, number 4, Jonathan Valverde for Atlanta City FC. Keep an eye on him today, partner. He's going to be a fun one. It's going to make it difficult for FC Atlanta all day, I assure you.
Certainly will be, but this is also a team that has their work cut out for them, especially that defensive line, because looking back at their finishing position in the last season, let's just say City's got a little bit of work to do.
Absolutely. And in goal today for FC Atlanta Academy, Ibrahim Toure taking the spot for Euler Salas. Going to be quite an interesting matchup today. Nice give and go here. Through ball attempt. FC Atlanta Academy coming inside the 18. A shot on goal. And it goes wide left. We are 1 minute in, literally 1 minute in, and a great opportunity for FC Atlanta Academy. Just hit it too wide left, partner.
Yeah, but I was really happy with seeing that right wing carrying the ball forward. He received that ball, yes, in good space, but so close to defender. So being able to control it when you have somebody breathing down your neck like that is very important to see. Unfortunately, nobody was really there to be on the end of the cross, given that it was a bit of an outswinger. Never really had a chance on goal unless he puts it absolutely perfectly, but could definitely be a sign of things to come.
Freddie Sanchez took a goal kick quickly to Jonathan Valverde, and City looked to push quickly. They're coming up that left side. Great defensive play there by number 13, Zuluaga. Here come FC Atlanta Academy. Meanwhile, City trying to pen them back into their own their own half. Ball's going to be knocked out by Academy. Throw in for City. Throw-in's going to be taken by captain number 10, Brian Alonso. Alonso looks like he was a late scratch inserted into the starting lineup. At least to the starting lineup I was given.
Yeah, certainly we do have a long tradition of paperwork still being undefeated here in the UPSL, so always interesting to see as it's not only the preseason for the players, also for the management as well, so everyone getting their 2 cents together.
Montagut in possession. Beautiful through ball, just a bit offside was their number 9, Rafa Castellano. Great call by the official on the opposite side of the pitch, putting the offside flag up. But even better vision and even better pass. Just unfortunate for the offside by Manuel Montagut. Yeah,
Academy are looking very dangerous with just the space they're finding in behind. They found it on the wing. They found it in the center. And that, let me tell you, that was a tough call from the linesman. I believe it's the right call, but a tough one. That if that ball comes half a second earlier, that man is through on goal.
Brian Alonso fouled in the middle of the park. Free kick for City. So you're going to put it down. Looks like it's going to be taken by Christian Tiniaco.
Very wide here for City. Big ball over the top.
And put it to the back post. Headed back to the goalkeeper by Paulinha. William Paulinha Delgado. That's the captain for FC Atlanta Academy. Paulinha, he's been the captain of the squad since 2018. The Venezuelan He has the most appearances on the field for this club since 2018. So let's safe to say the 31-year-old is no slouch for this club, and they look to him for everything. Alonso, dispossessed by Sepulvera. They try and go up the left side to do Academy, and they are dispossessed by City. Luis Ramirez finds Pano. We got Pano coming down the right side. Cross attempt by number 13 was hit out of bounds. The cross attempt was by Emmanuel Ngoy.
Yeah, already City's doing a great job of putting pressure on that Academy backline. Already saw a little bit of a confusing. That is the wrong line. That is the wrong line. Referee points out which one is the correct line, and now he knows. But yeah, as I was saying, on that previous through ball over the top where it was a header to the end line, a little bit of confusion there. Didn't quite put it at the keeper, didn't put it out for a throw-in, led to a corner kick. Those are the kinds of mistakes that can cost you dearly, especially in a cup competition like this. So we'll have to see whether or not that is a thread that City can start to pull on, or whether that's just maybe some kinks in the system that Academy are going to be able to iron out.
Montague threw it right down the line, headed out of bounds by number 16, Nathan Flores. Montague's going to take it one more time. Goes down the end line once again. Pano gets ahead on it, but goes right back to number 21, Diop, for Academy. Still battling in midfield, Diop. Battle between Alonso and Montague. Referee says play on, no foul. Bring in Alonso in possession for City. He is fouled in the middle of the pitch. Foul's going to be committed by number 10, Leon Gonzalez.
Things are already starting to heat up a little bit. The referee's asking for some words with some players. Looks like at least a little bit of fair plays coming through, get some handshakes going back and forth. But that was a scrappy midfield battle with like 6 people involved. There were, kicks going left and right. Got to be careful with that. I could definitely see that midfield turning into a very dangerous position for Cards.
City back in possession. Bring the ball into the midfield. Try to loop it over to the left side. Trying to find number 12, Freddie Pano. He's wide open here on the right. Back in possession. Here come out FC Atlanta Academy. Manuel Montague being closed down by Ragilo Pano. Montague cuts it back to the right. Puts it inside the 18. At the back post, he had a streaking number 9, Rafa Castellano, but it's going to sail away for another Atlanta City FC goal kick. Oh, no, that was going to be Academy won a corner.
Yeah, because that was the Academy. That was the FC. That was Atlanta City's defender who got the outstretched leg to it, almost knocked it back to his own goalkeeper, almost knocked it into the net. That is terrifying. You do not want to see your defender playing the ball anywhere other than 5 miles outside of the goal. Thankfully, doesn't fall to number 9. I believe that would have played him onside too.
Here comes City. Carry the ball right up to the middle. Brian Gonzalez plays it out to the left side.
Late runners arriving.
It's going to be a right foot shot on goal. Shot on goal attempt goes over the crossbar. Ibrahim Torre puts one arm up but watches it go right over the crossbar. Goal kick, FC Atlanta Academy.
Yeah, you could kind of see it with his technique. He knew that one was going wide over. He starts heading up, and the second he puts his hand up, he's like, that's missing the crossbar quite a bit. So good attack coming on through. Could have been a few better decisions there on exactly where to go, where to finish. They seem to be lacking, like I mentioned with some of the other matches, they seem to be lacking that very killer instinct with playing the 1-2 balls in the box so far. But they got a lot of bodies forward, and that is where scoring starts. That is where attacking starts. It's getting forward with power and putting your opponents under pressure. Sometimes you don't need to beat them. You just need to let them beat themselves.
Big clearance here from Zuluaga. Leon Gonzalez brings it inside the 18. Leon Gonzalez goes far post. Nice save by Freddie Sanchez. Shot on goal attempt. Sanchez keeps it off the line and out of the goal. Still 0-0. Great save. Almost unfortunate for Sanchez, but he saves himself and falls on top of the ball. It's still 0-0. What a shot far post for Leon Gonzalez.
That was a phenomenal first save for him. Doesn't quite palm it far enough, but gets at least a large enough gap between him and the attacker that he's able to reset for the second one. I don't even think he was looking at the second shot. Here's that replay. Of course, advances on this left wing for Academy. Looking to play it in, takes the shot, palms it away, doesn't quite get up in time, knows he goes for the kick save and falls on it. So it's not really able to get set in time. So realistically, very fortuitous to be able to walk out of that one with still seeing a 0 on the board.
Leon Gonzalez, the 23-year-old from Panama, has been all over the place. Played in Spain for Agrupación Deportiva Alcorcón. And he also spent time with Montpellier United FC in Panama. More Panamanian teams as well, and he made his way here to FC Atlanta Academy. Fascinating.
Yeah, I mean, I swear every year this division, this league is getting more and more diverse experiences. And that's the great thing with the league like this. You're getting so many people from so many different backgrounds and so many different countries, academy systems teach a very different style. So bringing them all together in one place like this, you're getting that melting pot of soccer culture, of soccer styles, of soccer formations, of soccer play. And that's what's really going to expose these players to the opponents and to the teammates and to the learnings that they're going to need to make the next level.
Gonna have a throw-in right here at midfield. Manuel Montagut having a discussion with the fourth official, determining whether the spot is correct.
Sure, it's a friendly chat.
Yeah, of course. They're gonna
That's how the kids are doing.
They're gonna add the center official into this conversation.
It's not often you have this much debate over a throw-in location.
It looks like we're gonna have a substitution, or we're gonna check a player's ID. Or shin guards. Okay, I'm sorry. It's
yes.
checking the shin guards of Salteldo. His name's El Sepulvera. Had to step off and make sure the shin guards were up to legislation. Big throw. Right into the goalkeeper's arms.
Or feet.
Yeah, Sanchez keeps it at his feet.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually not to, especially because you have the option to pick it up later. As long as you're the only one handling the ball, you're not getting a back pass to somebody else. That is yours to command. So,
nice
good
reception.
composure.
Nice reception. Nice turn by the captain, Alonso. Tried to loop it over the middle. No avail. Here come Academy. Punch it out here on the right side. Martin Ramirez. They call him Super Martin. He spins off the man. Oh, AR puts a flag up, says he pushed off. It's going to be a free kick for City, either inside their own 18 or just outside. Nice attempt there from FC Atlanta Academy. Hey, listen, we said before we were unsure, but we were excited about the game. We are 11 and a half minutes in, and I mean, we've got two teams that are fairly even. Both are opportunities for both sides. Good goalkeeping. This is quite the contest, Stephen.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a throwaway game for these two teams. This is still a very valuable opportunity to really tune up and get ready for the season coming up. I mean, these are teams that certainly will want every opportunity they have to be ready to get to that next level.
Emmanuel Ngoy tried to make something happen on the offensive end for City. He was dispossessed. Said here coming right back into play. Brian Alonso being defended by Zuluaga. Bringing it into the box, our City. City are inside the 18. Did he put a little too much on it? Ibrahim Torre steps off his line, makes a sliding save right before the ball goes over the end line. Or did it go over? The AR here on the near side of the field is calling for a corner kick. So it will be a corner for City. Looks like Torre did not save it in time. Let's check out the replay.
Well, here it is. We'll see that it progressed down the left wing. Never really picks his head up to figure out where else he's going to go. Just over touches it. Yeah,
the goalkeeper himself.
He's way out.
Yep. Okay.
Sometimes it's a little bit hard to see with the American football lines, but yeah, that is correct call.
Right foot in swinging corner to the far post for City. The ball's bouncing inside the 6. Torre is there. Jonathan Valverde.
Safe hands.
Yes, great confident save. Big punt, lots of height.
Less confident on the punt, but still not bad.
One in the air by City. Can they bring it down to their feet? They can. Lots of pressure in the midfield from Diop. Nice little bit of skill from Yael Vargas, but he's dispossessed by Academy. Here they come. They play it up to the left side. Can they keep it in bounds? If they can keep it in bounds, they're inside. But the number 10, Leon Gonzalez, he cannot. Throw in City.
Was he onside? He gave up on that one way too quickly, especially for this early on in the game.
Little birdie told me, Stephen, that the AR here on the near side of the pitch is a keeper as well. It's funny to say he didn't show any keeper love, so you know there's no bias today.
That's true. He's calling it like he sees it.
Absolutely. You can't ask for anything better. Long ball attempt. Here comes Ngoy. Ngoy's going to be one-on-one with Toure. City! He kicks it right at him. Emmanuel Ngoy kicks it right at Ibrahim Toure, making it easy for the number 22, the goalkeeper for FC Atlanta Academy. What a chance to go up 1-0. Ngoy's going to want that one back.
Yeah, he certainly is. And sometimes you need to get fancy as a goalkeeper, but sometimes you just got to get big.
Ngoy's going to have another shot here, Steven. This time he tries to loop it over to the far post, looking for Freddie Pano. Deflects off Academy. It's going to be either a throw or a corner for City. It looks like it's going to be a throw-in.
And here's that play again, just absolutely launched from the left back all the way up to the left winger. Just drives directly at the goalkeeper. He just gets big. It looks like there's a lot of room between his legs there. Could have gone for something down the middle, but, sometimes, like I said, goalkeeper, number one job, get big.
Ball's back in play. What a shot by Atlanta City FC. What an amazing bicycle kick opportunity, but it just sails wide right. That's the second one in 2 games we've seen. One on target. This one not quite on target, but I'd like to say the acrobats of this one were a little bit better. Here's a replay on this.
Yeah, it's a bit of that late falling, almost like the looping ball over the top bicycle kick. Doesn't quite get it on target, just too wide. Isn't able to redirect it enough, but I got to tell you, that wasn't that far off.
No, not at all. Academy going to build from the back, bringing it out of the 18, Montagut. Nice pressure there by the number 12 for City, Freddie Pano. The right winger knocks it out. It's going to be another throw-in for Academy right in front of their bench. Right in front of the City bench. Manuel Montagut's going to take the throw once again. He's got that kind of sidewinder throw. I'm going to argue that it's a foul throw, but I digress on that. Our engineer and I have a lot of fun talking about foul throws. Nice little skill here from Pano, but he's dispossessed by number 13, Zuluaga. And Academy back in possession. Diop plays it out to Montagut. Montagut looks up, plays on the inside, try to find Gonzalez. Gonzalez wasn't able to hang on. City dispossessed and drop it back to Freddie Sanchez. Sanchez has some time, although Castellano was pressing. Sanchez clears it right up the middle. Ngoy tried to flick it with his head. Unsuccessful. A battle here in the midfield. Still a battle in the midfield. City looked to win it, but Gonzalez, more strong, more muscle, he wins it for Academy. Here they come up the right side. Atlanta City, Atlanta Academy looking to find 1 goal early on. 16th minute. Score still remains 0. Regional Cup, 3rd round, 3rd game. Atlanta City FC taking on FC Atlanta Academy. We're live from Terra Stadium, Heinz Ward Field. Here comes Ngoy. He's got another shot. Oh, my gosh. Emmanuel Ngoy tried to play it on the inside to Louis Ramirez. Great defensive play at the last minute, Steven.
He was so wide open. He was unbelievably, unacceptably open for the defense there. If that ball somehow made it through, I'd be baffled if there's not a goal there.
Manuel Montacu is going to foul Freddie Pano. It's going to result in a City free kick. Number 15, Miguel Angel, is going to step up, take this free kick for City.
In-swinger looks to be the call.
Correct. And the right call.
Yeah, 100% agree. There's no way. The only reason you really go for the out is when you're trying to put it on net, and this is just not the distance for it.
But even if you have a left foot, it's going to be an in-swinger. Ball's played in right at good ball at the back post. Nobody was there, unfortunately. Ibrahim Toure watched it, and it just came right into his hands, and he quickly punts it up the left side.
There is nobody there.
I mean, the distance was not bad, but there was just nobody. Oh, my hospital ball! Castellano, he hesitated himself. Lucky play for Atlanta City, and just unfortunate for Rafa Castellano because he had a golden opportunity to put one on the board.
That was terrifying. I felt that. I felt the chill down the goalkeeper's spine as you saw him stand there not knowing what to do as this ball comes through once again. It's just there's no need for anything less than a perfect ball. There's nobody closing down on him. He creates danger there, unfortunately, and that's
dangerous play there. Leon Gonzalez spun off both of the Panos, played it across to the middle, headed away back to the feet of FC Atlanta Academy. They're on the right side. Nice step over, but even better defense. Here comes City. Lots of space in front. Atlanta City FC driving down the left side. He's got Emmanuel Ngoy in the middle, and cut down that right side is number 12, Pano. Can Pano get there before Toure? And Toure and Pano collide. Ooh. No foul as Toure was going for the ball. They were both going for it.
Yeah, I don't think he expected the goalkeeper to come that far out. Of course, still within the box, still completely the goalkeeper's territory, and 100% his right to collect that ball. And here we'll see. It's that long, lofted ball over the top, and if that goes anywhere in the box, you always got to be worried. Yeah, he just doesn't see the goalkeeper coming.
50-50 ball. Goalkeeper came up clean. There's a questionable call this weekend in the Premier League about goalkeepers coming out. I was going to bring it up, but I won't. We'll keep the goalkeepers in our
Why
hearts
would we ever do that? Why would we bring something like that up? We don't care about that.
Nathan Flores in possession for City. He looks up. Nice ball. If it can make it there, just doesn't have enough. Luis Ramirez was cutting in from the far post. Battle right here in the midfield once again. Nathan Flores.
Beautiful.
Sepp Rivera puts it out to the right side. Super Martin plays it across in a beautiful Jonathan Valverde. If he was not there, creeping in at the back post was Castellano. You know Castellano's hungry. He's going to want to make up for that last mishap. What a defensive clearance from Jonathan Valverde.
Phenomenal defensive effort.
Look at this ball. Beautiful ball from Pano. Flores is in the 18. He plays to the back post. Torre gets a hand on it, but it wasn't enough. And Atlanta City find the back post, and they go up 1-0.
That was such a dangerous opportunity, and it paid off in the end. We got to see the replay on that because, yes, the run's phenomenal, the cross phenomenal, but there's a wall of 3 guys at that back post. How do they get through like that? Look at this ball. Beautifully done. Center back or right back, nobody picks him up. 3 guys just crashing here, makes it past the goalkeeper. And I don't blame the keeper. In that situation, you can't guard everything. Maybe could have been a bit stronger at that initial punch, but he was left wide open.
In the 20th minute, he finally gets his goal. Number 13, Emmanuel Ngoy sends Atlanta City FC up 1-0. Right now, it's response time for FC Atlanta Academy. Let's see how they respond. Let's see if they want it just as bad as City seemed to. Because City have been all over that back line of FC Atlanta Academy all afternoon, and we're only 20 minutes in, Steven.
Yeah, they certainly have, and a few questionable decisions coming from the back line, especially with who is responsible for what space and what people, and especially in this time before the half, the coach can't really go out there and rearrange his guys.
And he's offside. Castellano, he does not like it. It's questionable. We unfortunately don't have the lines, but we do have replay. So we're going to see on replay if we can determine whether or not Rafa Castellano was onside. The AR on the far side of the pitch says he was not.
I think he's right. It looked like he went just a touch early on that one. But if it wasn't, he was absolutely in. But I'm pretty sure that's why, he's quite offside.
I want to thank one of our sponsors for today here for FC Atlanta Academy for the best jerseys, the best cleats, best national team gear. Go to Soccer Locker off Pleasant Hill Road. I'd like to thank Soccer Locker for sponsoring FC Atlanta Academy. And I say it every time, but really, these kids, these players, these coaches, these managers, they really wouldn't be far without these great, great sponsors allowing them to be here where they are today. So shout out to the sponsors once again. Soccer Locker, Pleasant Hill Road. Go check them out.
Yeah, player down.
He doesn't like it. His arms are out, begging the referee. Why? Freddie Pano comes from an offside position to receive that ball. Great call by the AR right in front. Free kick for Academy. The score's 1-0, but again, we've had even games all day today. Go ahead. Bless you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, it's really been back and forth, and I think that it's just because we happen to have every team really meeting their equal. Looks like something's he's writing something in the book. Was there a card out there?
I apologize because I didn't see one either. Well, he's put something back. Maybe he gave one to Sepp Rivera.
Well, this is like a whodunit now. It's play along at home, ladies and gentlemen. Which of these players is responsible? Who is the fouler?
Montagu on that left side. Nice passing here with Leon Gonzalez. Nice 1-2. Montagu just pushes it too far in front. He was inside that 18. He had Castellano right at the top of the 18. He's going to want that one back. FC Atlanta Academy, they've had a lot of opportunities. But again, just like we said in the first game, if those goals were at the top of the 18-yard box, boy, we'd be knocking them in left and right. We just got to figure out a way to get that end game down precisely.
Right.
And it's not just Academy. It's a lot of teams in this division.
I mean, we look back, especially that last Rovers game. Rovers looked very dominant throughout. The only goal they had was realistically off a goalkeeper error. I mean, every team in this league is constantly figuring out what is the most effective way to actually put that ball in the back of the net. Getting into the 18 is easy. Putting in the net is hard.
It's what you do once you get inside is the question.
Precisely.
Now, it's easy for us. We're up here. We can.
Yeah. I mean, we know it. We're commentators.
Absolutely.
We are instilled with complete knowledge of everything. So, yeah, it's very easy for us. But, not everyone is given that gift.
Referee says play on. Here come Atlanta City. They want to put 2 on the board. Ngoy in behind that Academy defense. Emmanuel Ngoy unselfishly plays it across the middle to Brian Gonzalo. And boom! Atlanta City FC go up 2-0.
Yeah, that's just Atlanta City absolutely routing Academy. There is no response to the blistering. They are streaking upfield like a herd of zebras, and nobody is coming to stop them. No predators seen anywhere. We're going to have a replay on that very shortly. I think there was a shout for whether 13 was offside. It's so close. 20 probably played him on, but the second that he is called onside, nobody picks up the secondary run from number 10. That's all she wrote.
Emmanuel Ngoy could have easily had a brace. He unselfishly plays it across to the wide-open captain, Brian Gonzalez, and City take a 2-0 lead. What a game. Like I said, don't let the score fool you. FC Atlanta Academy are playing great, but it just shows you how much better City have been on the day. And we're 25 minutes in, Steven. We've got so much time to go. We're in for a treat.
There's a lot of game left to play here. And if you're a City fan, I think you're very happy with how your team is playing right now.
And as far as possession, it's been all Academy. They just don't know what to do with it once they get in the final third. City have been all counterattack, and it's worked brilliantly. Brilliantly, yeah. Steven.
I think as much as it is on those attacking players who find the right things to do at the very end of the day, I think the difference is in the backlines, though. I think the experience and more of the confidence in the City backline is showing, and I think Academy, they're going to have to do something differently because right now they're looking like Swiss cheese.
Yeah. Fourth official, Daniel Benson, the Manchester United Kingdom native, had to get involved in the play there.
I think I'm starting to pick it up actually just off that last play. They're keeping a back line of 4, but it looks like they're asking a lot from their fullbacks to push up, leaving either a 2 or 3-man back line with no holding midfielder to cover. So they're just pushing everything forward in an attempt to find a goal, but there's just not enough in the defense. So I think that's at least something they can change very quickly, but they got to find
Freddie Sanchez opened up his body.
Not again.
I'm unsure if he was aware Castellano was there, but again, goalkeeper is not making purposeful mistakes, just mistakes that bite you in the butt. Castellano brings it down. Beautiful defensive play there by number 15, Miguel Angel. Leon Gonzalez, the top of the 18. Gonzalez with a shot, deflects off City. Gonzalez still trying to win the ball at the top of the 18. Stepping in is number 13, Zuluaga. Ball still at the top of the 18. Zuluaga battling.
That's got to be a PK. It is. Yeah, a defender there for City goes down in the box, grapples up the legs of the attacker from Academy. And
it's going to be right outside the 18, partner. Look where
way.
the official's standing. Yeah,
really?
right inside the arc. Now, this is interesting.
Here's
check your replay. Yeah, check this replay out.
So we'll look into this. There's just an absolute – yeah, you're right. You're right on the location. It's just this absolute scuffle here, and eventually somebody goes to ground. You can't – if you – it's not only can you not do that in a group of people because there's just nowhere for the ball to go. If you do not absolutely clear that ball, you cannot go to ground anywhere near the box as a defender.
100%.
You need to stay on the feet. Even if you're not winning the ball, prevent a shot. But that is a potentially very costly mistake. And now you have the opportunity. Do you go to the right? Do you go to the left? Do you curl it?
Zuluaga nips off the wall right into the hands of Freddie Sanchez. Zuluaga, he's going to want that back. He had a lot more net to the right side of the goal. He didn't get what he wanted. He put some hands on his head, shook his head. He's going to want that one back. But great save from Sanchez. Those deflections are hard to read, especially as a goalkeeper.
They certainly are. I mean, it was such a he could have gone for power or he could have gone for placement. In the end of the day, I don't think he really got either of those. Interesting counterattack here from Academy, able to nip the ball off the midfielders.
Shot on goal. Far post attempt from Leon Gonzalez, unsuccessful.
Yeah, had a lot of room there on the left wing as we're going to see a replay once more of that free kick. Lining up, looks like it's going to be the right-footed effort from number 13. Tries to bend it somewhere, takes a minor deflection, if any, but could have gone left, could have gone right, goes to the center. Goalkeeper going to be happy with that one every time. Now City looking to restart this play, pushing everyone very far upfield, and you're seeing that this goalkeeper on the left side of the screen, ladies and gentlemen, look at the shadows currently on your screen. The sun is low.
Yes.
That sun is in his eyes.
Cleared away by Miguel Angel. It's going to be a throw-in for Academy.
I mean, I think Academy, especially given the reduced visibility for the goalkeeper, you have to find something in this first half. It's not going to get any easier than it is right now, but they've just struggled to find that final push.
Ball's inside the 18. Valverde lets it ride to Sanchez. He draws in Castellano and picks it up. A footed punt. Didn't get what he wanted. Got too far on the outside of the foot. It's going to be a throw-in for FC Atlanta Academy. We're in the 30th minute. Atlanta City FC with a 2-0 lead over FC Atlanta Academy. Heinz Ward Field, Terra Stadium, Clayton County, Georgia. I'm Drew Dickinson alongside Steven Johnson. And I tell you what, Atlanta City FC shocking the heck out of me, partner. I'm really enjoying watching their counterattack today. Yeah,
they're enjoying it too. I mean, you do not get that many people making forward runs if they are not wanting to do so, especially in a 11v11 match like this. I mean, also look at the benches. There are very few, if any, substitutes. So these guys are making runs knowing that they're going to have to be on their feet for the entirety of these 90 minutes.
Well, that's how it's going to be for the majority of the season for these two clubs. They have to rely on their best 11 because there's not much reinforcements. And it's a shame because they're such a good team. You put 4 more players on the bench, whether or not they're at the quality of the starting 11, you got to have reinforcements. You have to have some sort of depth.
Ooh, a lot of shouts going on here, clutching the legs. Somebody's taking a very hard tumble here for City, and I think another card's coming out.
Look like it's going to be one of the monos. Free kick for, it's going to be Freddie Pano, excuse me. Freddie Pano was fouled.
Yeah, we can see right here on the replay, just this big ball played up top. Yeah, just runs through the man. Can't do that. That's illegal.
Referee wasn't quite ready for the restart. We're going to go at it again.
Also, the ball's actually going the other way, so it was really unready for the other team to have a restart.
No, they played it quickly.
Okay.
It was a quick reset between Pano and Miguel Angel.
Copy.
Free kick is taken right inside the center. Crucial clearance there from FC Atlanta Academy. Nathan Flores was charging inside the box. It's just a bit too much.
And you can see number 15 drop his head there on that right side. He knows because that was one of the center backs that came out to try to claim that ball. If that ball was played more into space, a little bit lower, there is a 1-on-3 situation in favor for Academy. And sometimes seeing the opportunity but not being able to take advantage of it, that's the part that hurts the most out of any attack.
Emmanuel Ngoy fouled in the midfield. Foul is going to be committed by Zuluaga. Free kick, City. You like to see your center forwards coming back, receiving the ball, holding up play, allowing the defense of the midfield to march up the field, get themselves some options. Look at how City is using the width of the field. We got Pano down here on this side. We got Luis Ramirez down here on the opposite end of the field. It's just great utilization.
Right, and that's really what's leading to Academy getting stretched apart at the back, where those fullbacks can't recover for the center backs because they're already at the touchline.
Pano plays lots of deflections off the face and off the sides of FC Atlanta Academy, but off the head of Virgilio Pano, and it's going to be another throw-in for FC Atlanta Academy, who just look like they're pinned back on their heels right now. They already look in desperation mode.
Yeah, I mean, you can clearly see they're trying to put their heads together, but it's just not coming through. They need to figure out who's going to pick up those wide players. Is it the fullbacks or is it the wide midfielders? And if it's the fullbacks, who covers through the midfield? And it's just a mismatch in numbers right now. And right now, City, they're winning all the numbers games. They're winning the numbers forward. They're winning the number of goals, and they're winning the number of chances.
Valverde in possession, puts it through. Nice little flick here. Can they keep it in bounds? Cannot. Kristen Tiniaco tried to catch up to it, just wasn't able to. Throw in for Academy. He's got a couple options. He can go right down the line or he can go backwards. He goes forwards. Nice flick on by Zuluaga. But Jonathan Valverde is there for City. Miss-hit from Valverde, very uncharacteristic of him. Here comes FC Atlanta Academy. Zuluaga Plays it to the far post. Can Gonzalez get there? He cannot get there before Freddie Sanchez is able to get a left foot, get a big clearance for Atlanta City. City try to bring it down from their chest, but immediately curled away by Academy. Valverde gets a foot on it, tries to clear it up for City. Can Pinot catch up to it? He cannot. Sepulvera, Pinot battling right here in the midfield. Referee finally blows that whistle. It's going to be a free kick for FC Atlanta Academy. Pinot just a bit too much for Sepulvera. Free kick, FC Atlanta.
They're starting to make their way down the pitch. Academy are really just grasping on whatever they can, especially with so little time now remaining in the half. 34 minutes have already gone by, and once again, with the current sun situation, I'd say they are currently on the more favored side of the pitch, especially when it comes to the attacking third. They've really got to try to find something to show for it, and right now, with everyone on that back line, this is going to be a nightmare for the goalkeeper to track.
Paulinho plays it in. Nice ball right at the top of the 6. He bobbles it to Sanchez. Shot on goal attempt by Diop. But he kicks it right into the goalkeeper, who once again puts himself in the right position. Whether he means to or not, he keeps another one off the board. Great save, Freddie Sanchez. Still 2-0 City.
Yeah, does the responsible thing after bobbling the initial ball coming in. Gets in front of it. Yep, going to be...
High boot.
Yep, 100% every time, every day. But seeing on the incoming cross, bobbles it as a goalkeeper and then just gets in front of it. He does pay the price, as he does get full blasted directly in the stomach, but sometimes as a goalkeeper, that's the price you got to pay.
Here comes Sepulvera. Battling the Pinot brothers. Sepulvera tries to loop it over the top. Valverde gets a head on it. Zuluaga being defended by Miguel Angel. Miguel Angel says, I'm the jefe de jefes. That means the boss of bosses. You're not coming into my box. Gonzalez wins it right back. Sepulvera tries to find Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to find Sepulvera for a 1-2. Unsuccessful. Cleared away by Valverde. Great playing from both of these teams. He's off, way off. No, Ngoy is on. Emmanuel Ngoy, does he find his brace? He goes back post. Emmanuel Ngoy, unselfish again, and boom! Louis Ramirez at the back door. Atlanta City FC take a 3-0 lead in the 36th minute. Steven, they're cruising.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, this is no longer a City just have the better players. Academy just do not have a plan in this back line. Look at Montague at the bottom of his screen. He's the left back. He needs to be back with this team. He's being pushed so...
Here comes Montague, played it into Diop, stripped by City. Alonso, nice move and hesitation by Brian Alonso. He finds Freddie Pinot out here on the right wing. Pinot looks up. Ngoy, great timing by Emmanuel Ngoy to try and watch his offside. They're going to switch fields to the left side. Gregory Octavius. Octavius is going to win a throw in here for City as they are looking to pounce in another goal here. We're in the 44th minute. City up 3-0. They want to go up 4 right before this halftime whistle. Can they do it? Throw in the corner. Lots of black striped jerseys in the box. Throw in is taken. Alonso. The AR puts his flag up as the ball goes over the goal line. It is going to be a goal kick for FC Atlanta Academy. Torrey takes a quick goal kick to Leon Gonzalez. You know, if Gonzalez was able to put the momentum of that chest trap in front of him, he could have been away there, Steven.
He certainly could have, but it looks like they're controlling the ball. They may be looking for one last chance in the half.
Oh, Rafa Castellano. Rafa, can he get to it? He looks to see if he's got any teammates behind him. Can Pinot beat him and win that race? Neither can win the race, but smart play by Rafa Castellano. Lets the ball go out. He's going to get a throw in right before the end of regulation. We've got about 10 seconds plus stoppage remaining in this first half. Can FC Atlanta Academy find one before half?
It's going to come down to this. They'll probably give time for whatever play that starts here to finish, but not much left after that.
Another great defensive play by one of the Pinot brothers. Another corner.
Looking for absolutely anything. I mean, at this point, there really shouldn't be enough time for City to find anything on the counter. They're bringing up the the left-sided center back again. Number 8's making his way up the pitch. Right side's going up as well, and just give yourself something right now. You just need something to bring
Montague
together.
right here, Steven, number 16. Look at him. Play him. He's got time. Montague. He goes back post. He couldn't get his footing right. We saw he had it. He just couldn't get his footing right. Unable to get behind the shot that he wanted to. Did Manuel Montague put it right into the chest of Freddie Sanchez? What's that? 10 saves for the first half for Mr. Sanchez?
He's having a night.
Woo!
He's having a real good night right now, especially with the score on the board right now. He's very happy with where he's
Clean
at.
sheet so far for Mr. Sanchez. He's got to be happy. I tell you what, his teammates and his coaches are very happy, making it very easy on them tonight. Throw in for City right before the half ends.
Ooh, look here in the middle. There's such a wide gap open right now.
Paulinho tried to clear it away, and Ngoy wasn't having none of it. Quintero in the box. Nice defensive playing here from Mervin Quintero. He was the king on that play, not allowing Ngoy to get inside. Another clearance from Quintero, but it goes right to the feet of Alonso. Here comes number 6, Yael Vargas. Pushes it out to the left. Vargas inside the 18. Defended by Kaisen. Ball's played in the middle. Can City find one for half? It's got to be a penalty. It is. City have been awarded a penalty kick right before the first half whistle, and they've got a chance to go up 4-0, and it's been all Atlanta City FC this entire 45 minutes. They cannot be stopped on this day. Can they find a fourth in this penalty kick, Steven?
They have to. They are inevitable at this point in the match. They're just so far up. They're feeling so good about it. I mean, maybe a goalkeeper save off a PK going to the half. That could be something that brings that academy side together, but I just don't know. The key here is don't get cute, don't get tricky, don't get cheeky. Just pick a spot, hit it. You don't have to slam it. Just put it on goal and make it the goalkeeper's job to dig it out.
Yael Vargas, number 6, defensive midfielder for Atlanta City FC, with a chance to go up 4-0 from the mark. We are in stoppage time. This will probably be the last play of the first half. Yael Vargas from 12 yards out. Yael Vargas off the post, and it still remains 3-0. He tries to go left. Ibrahim Torre goes left as well, and he keeps it out of the net. The goalpost once again is the goalkeeper's best friend. FC Atlanta Academy still trail City 3-0. What can FC Atlanta Academy, I mean, what can there be done at halftime? A speech, a pep talk? Talk to me.
I mean, it's got to start with this. I mean, thankfully, this would have been the absolute death of the game.
Whew.
Imagine, as you are getting ready to walk to your locker room, you go down a penalty kick, you go down 4-0. I personally would prefer if the goalkeeper got a hand to it so he could really pump his team up. But, I mean, you take what you can get, and I really think you just have to say, you know, this isn't working. We got to figure out what is the change we can make that's going to work. And I think this comes back, and we can have a very long conversation as we had last game about the role of the goalkeeper in the modern game, goalkeeper, sweeper keeper. I want to talk about the defenders. I want to talk about the role of a modern fullback versus a wingback. And sometimes we get so attached to this glorious idea of the professional fullback that can be a phenomenal defensive rock and also a marathon runner who's also going to give you cross in the box. But at some point, you really just have to figure out, what do we have available? Do we have that type of player? And when you don't have a bench, I don't think you can really rely on a marathon man to be your defensive solution. I think they got to go back to the board.
It's been all Atlanta City FC as they go into the halftime break on top of FC Atlanta Academy 3-0. We're live on the Atlantic Soccer Media YouTube channel. We'll see you after this halftime break. Welcome back to Heinz Ward Field at Terra Stadium in Clayton County, Georgia. Not too far from the Atlanta airport. We have Atlanta City FC holding on to a 3-0 halftime lead over FC Atlanta Academy. I mean, I can't tell you how much the first half was absolutely dominated by that Atlanta City FC counterattack. We had Emmanuel Ngoy with a goal and 2 assists. Tell you what, he could have a hat trick already, Stephen, but he unselfishly looks up and finds the wide open man and trying to find those narrow angles. 2 assists, 1 goal, sitting on top 3-0. What say you?
I agree. I mean, yeah, that selfless play through and through. Hat trick is great for any player, especially in a tournament like this where, you know, Atlanta City, they are without a point. Yep. They have yet to win a game, obviously been against some stiff competition. It's very easy to, in a no real consequence game, just be like, all right, I'm playing for me. But no, the fact that they're sticking together, they're playing to the game plan, they're playing for each other, I think just makes it even better. And this is certainly an opportunity where I don't think this is stopping anytime soon. I think that 3-0 scoreline, it's about to get bigger.
Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you. We may have some second half reinforcements. It look like Academy are bringing on Angel Martinez Saint. He's going to take the place of Abel Diop, number 21. He'll take a seat. And not too many changes other than Nathan Flores is going to sit down for Atlanta City. And once I find out who replaced Mr. Flores, I will let you all know back home. It looks like I'm going to find out very shortly, as it will be number 19, Michael Chicas. He will be entering the pitch for the first time tonight. Chicas going to get some second half action, try and solidify some minutes here in the upcoming spring season. We have Atlanta City FC and the black kits with white stripes on the front, going from right to left, and in the gray tops on your left to right will be FC Atlanta Academy. And they kick it off here for the second 45 in Clayton County, Georgia. FC Atlanta Academy, Stephen, got a lot of work to do if they want to catch up to this absolutely flying City squad.
Yeah, they basically need to reinvent themselves. They need to not only figure out the defensive question of we are getting overrun every time a counterattack comes at us, how do we fix that, but also actually generating those chances to start putting something on the board. I think coming back and drawing this game level is a bridge too far, but I think a goal or two would be a very respectable outcome for them at this point.
Yes, indeed, 100%. Just for confidence-wise, you know?
Yeah.
Just to get that monkey off your back, per se. Looped it over number 3, Tinocchio. It's going to be a foul on Valverde. Actually, no, it's going to be a foul on Academy. On Valverde. Free kick for City.
Yeah, I saw the outstretched arms there. That was fairly non-contestable. I don't know if that's one where it was the outstretched arms running directly into the back of a guy. I don't know if that's worth a card, but that's one where if it were to repeat, I wouldn't not expect a card. And especially keep in mind what is going through Academy players' heads right now. Not only are they trying to get into the heads of Atlanta City, maybe try to shake their confidence a little bit, but it's also important to note that they're down 3-0. They're probably not having the times of their lives right now. And where does that mental resilience start factoring in?
Big clearance up the middle for City. Mono, nice overlap by the captain, Brian Gonzalez, defended by Montague. Brian Alonso, I apologize. Alonso tried to sneak it through both Academy players, unsuccessful, bodied off the ball. Academy bringing it out of their half. Nice defense by Ngoy, unsuccessful. Montague able to maintain possession. Great defensive play by El Padrino. Miguel Angel steps up, clears the ball away up that right side, inside the 18. Can this be number 4? Great save by Ibrahim Torre. Coming in from that left side was Luis Ramirez. He was wide open on top of the 6. Looked up, tried to find him. Torre was there before he could make that play. Goal kick, FC Atlanta Academy.
That's a veteran goalkeeper move to get in the way of the attacker, take away his options, and like we said before, get big. And that is a big keeper there.
Stripped, the top of the 18. Nice defensive play by the captain, Paulinho. Mono was in. He just let it get a little bit too far away from him. And here come FC Atlanta Academy. Martin Ramirez cuts it on the inside. Tries to beat Tiniaco, I apologize. Here comes Academy. Oh, nice through ball attempt. Almost had it. Valverde there once again. Emmanuel Ngoy coming from his center forward position to win that ball back deep in his own half.
Almost tackled by his own player there.
Yeah, I was about to say he wanted a foul, but he didn't realize it was from his own player. That's going to be a foul. Free kick for City as Brian Alonso got tangled up in the midfield and wins himself a foul.
I suppose the question we can all ask is, do you get a yellow card for a foul against your own teammate? Yet to be seen. But what is seen is some of the responses that Atlanta Academy have been coming up with, especially number 9, have been hanging back a lot more to fill in those defensive gaps.
Vargas takes the free kick right up the middle. Nice little passing here. Nice 1-2. Long shot attempt deflected off Academy, but it's going to go right into the arms of Torre. Ibrahim Torre with an easy save that time. Shot on goal by number 19, Michael Chicas. Chicas making himself known upon entry of this game. He's an early second half substitution. Ball's going to go out for another City throw. FC Atlanta Academy just can't seem to maintain that possession. It looks like they're going to try and break on the counterattack in the second half. As like I said, Angel Martinez Saint has subbed in, Steven.
Yeah, and I think the thing that we see the most with them is that they really don't have a midfield line. They have an attacking line, they have a defending line. And a lot of times they were expecting that defending line to shuttle the ball up.
Sanchez with his first mistake of the game. Super Martin steps in the steal, and Sanchez redeems himself as he gets 2 mittens on it and is able to push it over the goal line, but it's going to result in an FC Atlanta Academy corner. One of their first major opportunities in 30 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the defender makes the goalkeeper look bad, and sometimes the goalkeeper makes the defender look bad, and that is the latter. Here on the replay, ball just gets played over top, very comfortably collected, and that's just the wrong selection from the goalkeeper. Just barely gets himself set.
Sepulveda plays in the corner of the far post. One time! Volley attempt out of the air, unsuccessful. Paulinho had it. He was at the back door, wide open. The captain just couldn't put it on frame. Goal kick, City. What a chance. What a chance.
They're starting to pile on right now. Academy, when they are able to maintain possession up top, they are dangerous. The problem is, with high risk comes high reward, but you got to remember that risk is very risky. So many counterattacks coming back the other way because they commit so much forward. Going to be able to get out of danger this time, though.
Absolutely. Ngoy almost able to keep that one in bounds. We both kind of paused a minute because I thought he was going to. Unfortunately for him and City, they did not throw in Academy right in front of their bench. Throw one's taken fairly awkwardly, but right to the head of Ramirez. Goes back to the feet of Kaisin. He is stripped by Ngoy, who plays right across the middle to Brian Alonso and beautifully spinned around the defensive players there to maintain possession, but he gave it away right after that nice move. Brian Gonzalez, what a game the captain is playing today.
Yeah, fantastic captain's contribution. Really, that's what you want out of your captain. You want somebody who's going to be able to set the standards. You want to show that. As a leader, you always want to show that you are willing to put in the work that you expect out of others, and that is how you lead from the front. Now, he's got a lot of leading left to do if he wants to lead Atlanta Academy back from the brink like this, but hey, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
Referee says play on. Ngoy goes up to battle for a 50-50 ball. Both players go down. Mervin Quintero is down for Academy. And down for City is Emmanuel Ngoy. Remember, he's got 2 assists and 1 goal, and he's holding on to his foot. Maybe Quintero came down on Ngoy's foot. I'm unsure. Maybe we can catch it on the replay.
Yeah, perhaps. Looks like both players definitely coming up worse for after that. Keep in mind, I believe Ngoy was also the recipient of looks like a bit of a blow in the first half as well. So certainly going to be worried and concerned about City's front man.
Officials are going to have some words with Academy.
A little interpretive dance as well, really showing off what they believe were to happen. Don't think any sort of card's going to come out here, but this is a stoppage. Due to the offsides, far right of your screen will be Atlanta City's ball. Looks like he's walking with a bit of a limp, but once again, without really anybody on the bench to sub him with, you kind of need him to be able to play through.
Yeah, limp it off, kid.
Throw some dirt on it, I believe. I mean, that's the problem with the artificial turf. We don't have dirt.
Throw some black beads on it.
Exactly. Throw some rubber on it.
Gosh. Nice little one-touch attempt there from Luis Ramirez. Unsuccessful, but we knew what he wanted to do. Tried to find Ngoy one time. City unsuccessful. Here comes Academy. They're on the right side. Sepulveda flicks it over to Niako. Sepulveda dumps it out to the right side. Martin Ramirez. Ramirez, one time. He had plenty of time and space in front of him. He opted to go one time. Valverde was there to knock it out. It's going to be FC Atlanta Academy throw.
And Goy, I think, needs to come off. He is walking very gingerly here on the side. Doesn't really want to go much faster than a brisk jog.
Ramirez plays it across. Creeping inside the 18. One-time shot from Sepulveda. It just sails wide left. Wow. Ale Sateldo Sepulveda. What a shot attempt. Sails wide left. Goal kick, City.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the ball was just bending away from the goal that entire time. So his initial shot is right on target, but it just drifts outside to the keeper. Great finding some space here at the top of the box. And this is what happens when you overload the opponent's defensive third like this. You find opportunities, but you just aren't able to convert, unfortunately. When you don't convert, all those members forwards, they better either be sprinting the other way or you're going to be open.
Absolutely. Going to be a goal kick from Sanchez.
Look at Emmanuel here on the halfway line, too.
Puts that left foot right behind the ball and clears it up and wins a throw-in for his team for his goal-kicking efforts. Running down that ball is going to be number 2, Rogelio Pano. He's going to take the throw-in. Nice throw. Tried to flick it to himself. Unsuccessful was Alonso. Big clearance over here to the right side, trying to find Martin Ramirez. Ramirez unsuccessful. Nice bit of passing here from Valverde and Tiniaco. Ramirez still battling Tiniaco. Tiniaco reigning supreme in that battle. He pushes it up the left side, unable to keep it in bounds. FC Atlanta Academy throw.
Yeah, and Academy are going to be up here in a 10 versus 11 situation as Noe coming off the pitch leaves nobody come back on.
Yeah, well, as you see right here, if you're watching at home, Emmanuel Ngoy injured, steps off the field for City, who are up 3-0. Right now, they are down a man, 10-11 in the favor of FC Atlanta Academy. If they're going to get themselves back into this game, they need some coaching, they need a pep talk, they need to compose themselves, because now's the time, Steven. Now's the time.
I also want to take a second to appreciate the decision here from City to bring him off the pitch. It's a tough decision given that you have nobody else out there, but at the end of the day, the safety of the player is what's most important. If he's hurt and there's even a slight chance that he can get injured further, that's going to be a long-term injury, get him off.
Yeah, and you can already
play
tell.
10 men every day.
Yeah, absolutely, Steven. You can already tell, brother, that he's going to be a main factor, a key point in this offense throughout the season. Make sure he's healthy. You don't want to risk it. I could not agree more. He's going to be offside. About 5 yards was number 19, Michael Chicas. Nice try. Just a bit too much there from City. Free kick Academy, and it was quickly taken. Paulinho quickly finds the feet of number 19, Sepulveda. Sepulveda pushes it out to the right side. Pierre Kaisin. Kaisin playing out there with Ramirez. But Ramirez from City. And Tiniaco making it a little bit too difficult for Academy. It's been a little difficult for Academy all day, but you still see some fight left within them. They're pressing, they're battling. They're going to make life a little difficult for City for the remaining of the second half. We got about 40 minutes to go. Plenty of time left.
He's coming back on.
Here comes Ngoy as he seems to have shaken off whatever ankle injury he has. Delgado's going to step in, captain. Nice interception. Nice pass. Can he get there? Here comes Super Martin. Goalkeeper's out off his line. Martin goes far post instead of the near post. And what a kick save from Freddie Sanchez. Sends it over the goal line for a corner for FC Atlanta Academy. Freddie Sanchez cannot be stopped. He's the king between the pipes from all 3 games so far today. What a display in the goal today from Sanchez, Steven.
Yeah, and you can see here in the build-up for Atlanta Academy, they find the space on the right side. They beat that right back, and it's just one-on-one with the keeper, Sanchez. It's just getting big, like we said, and it's great technique. Gets the legs spread out and is able to cover so much of the goal.
Delgado going near post. Nice back heel. Can he make it inside the goal? He cannot. Nice attempt there. He came from the far post, ran to the near post. Great corner from Sepulveda. He got a little back heel on it, but right into the arms of Sanchez, who himself delivers a beautiful punt. Emmanuel Ngoy, he just missed that touch. He could have had 2 and 2 today. What an opportunity for Ngoy. He's going to want that back. But great defensive play there by Mervin Quintero. Going to be a throw-in for FC Atlanta. I apologize for Atlanta City FC. Here's a replay on that one.
Yeah, and this is a lot of logos.
Yes.
Corner kick comes across. It gets lofted very high, and these ones can be scary as a goalkeeper because you're never really sure exactly where your crossbar is. Gets good grips on it and then keeps his footing. Very important for sure, but now Academy are on the break.
Okay, here comes Ramirez. Can he get to him? Nope, Valverde is there to punch it away. Ramirez needs to watch his offside. Louis Ramirez. Couple of step overs, carries it to the inside, switches fields. What a ball from Louis Ramirez.
So much room.
And he is onside. Here comes Freddie Pinot. Nice save from Ibrahima Torre. Comes out, gets big, and keeps the fourth one out of the net as the AR on the opposite end puts his flag up. Is it offside or is it going to be a throw for City?
I believe that's a throw.
Okay, what a save.
What a battle of Titans we've got going on between the
Woo!
sticks. And look right here. There is just nobody on the left side. The left back completely, and it's Montague again. Gets too far forward. No one covers. Big. One word, 3 letters.
Oh, Freddie Pinot.
There's like 2 types of big. There's physically being big and like mentally being big. He's both.
Both.
He's
Exactly.
big and big.
It's going to be a foul on City. Free kick was quickly taken by Academy. They're going to look to reset with Ibrahim Torre. Torre pushes it out to the right side. Sepulveri. He's stripped in the midfield by City. Brian Alonso finds Ngoy. They just not on that same page there, Stephen. They want to do a quick little 1-2. Emmanuel wanted him to come back to, and Alonso took that run on the inside. Nevertheless, still up 3-0.
Yeah, and I do want to point out that every time City has gotten a goal, it's been on a counterattack. It hasn't been on this slow build-up play. So things like that, we're looking for the 1-2. They might not quite be completely comfortable. That is a leg that was run straight through.
Castellano fouled right in the middle of the park. Free kick for Academy. It's going to be taken by Paulinho, the captain.
Yeah, we see here with that attack once again, actually right to the foul play ticket to the Academy midfielder. Looks
to the back post. Leon Gonzalez takes a touch, cuts it on the inside, tries to beat one man, tries to beat another. Unsuccessful, but he does win a corner, does Leon Gonzalez. Corner, FC Atlanta Academy. We're in the 60th minute. Atlanta City FC still maintain a 3-0 lead over FC Atlanta Academy. This is match 3 on match week 3 here in the Spring Regional Cup. We saw 2 great games before us. Volpe FC, Atlanta Rovers, Club the Strongest. Still got one left.
Can't believe it should be the biggest one of the day.
Absolutely. And a head on goal just goes wide right. Goal kick, City.
That was scary for City. Just couldn't quite get the ball on target. City keeper Sanchez isn't in the right position. He doesn't go to claim it, and he's not able to drop back to his line. That is no man's land on a corner kick. That should have, if it was better placed, if he was able to get more of his head on it, that would have been the one. That would have been the one to start to open Academy's account.
Yep. I'd like to say that it was Clayton International FC that defeated Volpe FC, and Atlanta Rovers FC and Club the Strongest battled it out to a 1-1 draw. Club the Strongest with an opportunity at the death, but a great save from the Rovers goalkeeper to keep him out of the net. And we have another great game today. It's a 3-0 lead for City. But Academy have been there all afternoon. They just haven't been able to capitalize on their chances. It's going to be a throw-in taken quickly for Ramirez. Right to Sepulvera. Back to Ramirez. Ramirez goes far post. Goalkeeper battling in the air. And he wins that battle with Leon Gonzalez, does Freddie Sanchez.
Yeah, it does well to go ahead and claim that ball at its highest point. Is able to take that over. Launches it upfield, and another counterattack. Got him get snuffed out.
And possession over here on the right side is, oh my gosh, is Castellano going to get his goal? Rafa Castellano, he still can't capitalize over Freddie Sanchez. The ball still inside the 18. Shot on goal deflected from Sanchez. Freddie Sanchez keeps him out of the goal. Once again, the goalkeeper is all over the place. He is like a spider monkey. The score still remains 3-0 City. Freddie Sanchez, I am taking a bow at you, sir. What a game and what a performance.
That was a really good effort on the first ball. Second ball kind of makes me think he should go buy a lottery ticket today. But still, you can't make saves you aren't in the right place for. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking there for a bit. Bad turnover.
Brandon Alonso still in possession. Nice defensive play here once again from Academy. Push it out to the left side. It's going to be a throw-in for City just in front of this Academy bench. Square throw taken to the feet of Valverde. Valverde looks up, plays it across. Big shot attempt. Sails wide left. Goal kick. FC Atlanta Academy.
Yeah, that's really got to be the perfect shot from that location. Very far out, about somewhere but like the 20 to 25 American football yard line. You got it perfectly. Unfortunately, you did not.
Oh my gosh, could it be another goalkeeper mistake? Torre climbs out of that one. Whew. Luckily, he found a way out because it looked like he was going to be trapped for a fourth goal from City. Leon Gonzalez just a bit offside, says the AR down here on the near side. Goalkeeper comes out, makes a scary tackle, does Sanchez. He's lucky the referee didn't see much of that one. Sanchez and Gonzalez battling inside the 18 for that 50-50 offsides free kick for City.
It's a bold choice to go feet first. I mean, I do believe he gets there first, so I think even if that ball's through, I think he's in the right. But you're right, that's close. That's one where, half a second one way or another, and that gets ugly real quick. And it will actually be Sanchez who comes all the way to the backfield and will be launching this ball up to restart our play.
Big free kick from Sanchez. He puts it right back into the mixer. 50-50 ball won by Academy. Academy still in possession. Sepulvera able to maintain possession. He's going to be fouled, though, and win a free kick for Academy. 65th minute. We got about 25 to go plus stoppage. Can Academy mount a comeback, or can they not? Looks like they're trying. Looks like the confidence has been built.
I think I know where I put my money, but, anything can happen. There is the correct amount of time for them to go on a miracle run. Now it has to be when it starts. If they are, though.
Looks like we got another bench player warming up here for Academy. Ronnie has stood up. He's going to get some time here. Looked like a shoulder tackle to me from Emmanuel Ngoy, but he's going to receive a yellow card. I'd love to see a replay. Did he come in behind him, or did he come in shoulder? Oh, my gosh, we got a little scrap going on.
It's devolving.
Leon Gonzalez comes in and checks Freddie Pinot, and Jonathan Valverde does not like it. Everything needs to relax. Zuluaga holds Valverde back. We're going to have a little confrontation here. Things are getting a little out of control. The referee is there. He's right in the middle of all of it. He's taking control. Everybody's shaking hands. We're good. Play's going to continue. We're in the 65th minute.
I'm curious to see where this goes from here. Ref could go ahead and give out a few cards, but it comes down to whether or not he was seeing exactly what's happening. Don't want to get any mistaken identities.
Looks like the fourth official is going to help him out. Gets up immediately, though, and pushes his boys up the pitch. He wants to get this ball back in play. He wants a fifth goal. Great time wasting from the goalkeeper, but he's got to be careful. Didn't get the punt he wanted to, Steven.
No, but I think at least City's going to be the only build in the area.
Ramirez battling. Did he win a throw? He did not. Throw in Academy. Taking quickly, battling with Valverde is Martinez Saint. Valverde wins that battle. Teniaco dispossessed by Zuluaga. Zuluaga trying to switch fields for Leon Gonzalez, who just scored for Academy. Unsuccessful. Here comes Chicas. Chicas for City. Unsuccessful. He is immediately dispossessed in the midfield by Rafa Castellano. Castellano plays it out to the left for Gonzalez. Gonzalez, heavy touch, but he's able to maintain possession. Nice move from Leon Gonzalez as he cuts it back on the inside, being heavily defended from City. Gonzalez pushes it out to the left side. Manuel Montagut. Haven't called his name much the second half. Montagut plays into the inside for number 13, Zuluago. They lose possession. City playing it up through, looking for Ngoy. Was Miguel Angel. Unsuccessful. Cleared away by Kaisin. William Delgado pushed out to the left side. Montagu and Gonzalez trying to mount another attack. They need that third goal. Nice playing here from Academy. City's player, Jonathan Valverde, steps in for a very important clearance. Throw in Academy deep in this City third. We are approaching the 80th minute. Like I keep saying, Steven, they get a goal now. Game on.
I mean, there's basically a timetable that you need to keep to if they want to make this comeback. And so far, they have kept to it. And I'd say the next stop on that table is a goal right about now. Next few minutes would really send this game into overdrive.
Look at the far post. Look how wide open and how much space Pierre Kaisin has. And he's not throwing his arms. City trying to defend this ball inside the box. Academy, can they put a throw on the board? Great defensive playing here once again from Atlanta City FC to keep the ball out of harm's way. And here they come on an immediate counterattack. Michael Chicas gets around Castellano, who has to foul. He had to foul. And it's going to be a yellow card. He knows it. He apologizes. That's what we call a professional foul.
Oh, watch number 8. I think he just touched the ref as he was coming back. I'd be really careful about that right about now.
It's going to be a free kick for City on the right side of the field. Going to have some black jerseys inside the 18. Chicas, Luis Ramirez, and I see Emmanuel Ngoy at the back post. Here's a replay if you're watching back home.
Yeah, and just the brakes on once again. This has been the difference maker. Number 9, Casillas. He has been recovering when no one else has.
Into the far post. Ngoy trying to put a head on it, but he's going to keep it on his foot. The flag has not gone up. Torre wants it offside. Officials disagree. City is trying to let them escape. Academy unsuccessful. Far post ball. Wide open to the far post. Pinot plays it back. Brian Gonzalez. Looks like a handball on Academy. Referee didn't see it. Neither official saw it. Maybe we saw wrong. FC Atlanta Academy in possession. Manuel Montagut. He's got Leon Gonzalez on the left side. He tries to go through to Martinez Saint, who was sure offside. He had Leon Gonzalez with time and space, and he was onside on the left side, Steven.
I don't know what the striker's putting his hands up about. He was the one that drifted into the offside position.
Here comes Atlanta City FC. They put a 5th on this board. They surely iced the game. Ngoy tried to play it across. I'm going to call that a shot. Tried to get fancy, go near post, too far wide right. Goal kick FC Atlanta Academy, and they got to hurry. Time's a ticking.
I mean, I'll be honest. If you're City, if you're taking a shot, put power on it. Because worst case scenario, it flies away, and you have to waste time going back to recover it. Don't seem like we have exactly the deepest roster of ball boys at our disposal here tonight. But yeah, played back now. Atlanta Academy, they need to find time. They need to execute so quickly here in order to have enough time to actually complete this comeback.
They're trying to make it out of their own 18, and they can't. Michael Chicas intercepts it for City. Freddie Pinot. Emmanuel Ngoy, one time to the back post. Nobody's there. City have an opportunity to put a 5th on the board, but Academy are still in it. The score is still 4-2. We're in the 83rd minute. FC Atlanta Academy trail Atlanta City FC 4-2. Pride on the line. 3rd place on the line. Brian Gonzalez, nice cutback. Still in possession. Nice bit of skill from the captain today. Can't say many bad things about his play today. The number 10 has been terrific. Freddie Pinot tried to loop it over the top of that back line, looking for an on-running Michael Chicas, unsuccessful. Here comes Jael Vargas. Vargas. He's going to play it. It's going to be a foul. Paulinho just a bit too aggressive there, Stephen. Free kick for City. And really, really prime territory, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, in-swinger could realistically be shot on goal at this point. It'd probably be right on the edge of what's acceptable. Looks like they are going to be going for the in-swinger. Yep. So I think the game plan right now is just crash. Get everyone towards that goal. Wait for him to bobble it. I don't really think you're going to find a header.
Look at Valverde crashing in. He's wide open inside the 6. He goes for an acrobatic shot, does Emmanuel Ngoy, but he crashes right into number 8, Paulinho. And it's going to result in a free kick for FC Atlanta Academy. I've seen more acrobatic shot attempts today, Steven, than I have all last season.
Yeah, no, I think the players realize that this is really their time to let loose and start shining through. Obviously, some been a few bit more successful than others, but
yep, Castellano intercepts it in the midfield, finds the feet of Ronnie. Ronnie dumps it back to number 13, Zuluaga, Castellano, successful 1-2. Can he find him through? Martinez Saint was trying to look for it, couldn't find it. City trying to mount a counterattack on their own. FC Atlanta Academy stopping it, and they're going to try one. Leon Gonzalez, heavily defended by Yoel Vargas. Vargas wins that battle, and he wins a free kick. What a midfield battle today, Stephen. Wow.
It is a battle to the bitter end. And I also want to say something that I've really picked up here. Martinez is pissed. Looking at the number 7 for Atlanta Academy, NL Martinez, I think his hands have been up at his teammates more than they've been down. I think the frustration is really coming through, but now is the time where there's no time for any of this. You have to be operating at all times. You have to be sprinting back onside. You have to be looking for the play.
He's in an offside position right now.
Extremely. Both members here are in the offside position.
He's going to get himself back in play. He's off now. He's still off, and he's off. Great call by the AR, who saw it all the way. He got a little too excited once again. I'm going to blame that on frustration.
Yes.
And getting a little too cocky. Either way, it's going to be a free kick for an offside on Academy, free kick City.
I mean, there are a lot of ways to play that number 9 in the modern game. This is clearly the poacher style. The only thing he's trying to get involved in is being that last run, but maybe it's the frustration, maybe it's the tiredness, but something's just not connecting in, and he
sloppy pass from Alonso. He's going to give a great opportunity for Martinez Saint while he's battling Valverde, but once again, Valverde proves why he's one of the top defenders in this league as he stops Martinez Saint from a goal-scoring opportunity once again. And here comes City.
I mean, I can't think of a better pair of boots to have that ball end up in the defensive third for Atlanta City than the man himself. So it starts the counterattack. It's going to come back the other way, but without his defensive contributions tonight, this game, I mean, heck, it could be leveled at this point.
Absolutely.
Like him and Sanchez are the absolute tag team champions of this regional cup defense.
Throw in for City. It's going to be taken by Tiniaco. Plays it to the feet of Ngoy, who one-times it back to Vargas. Vargas brings it down to his feet. Heavy defense from FC Atlanta Academy's number 13, Zulawaga, who's been all over the place today. He's played the entire game, and he's really made his name known out there on that pitch. Great play. Intercepted again from number 20. This time it was from Pierre Caissin, but they give it right back to City. Luis Ramirez looks up, tries to loft it over the center of the park, looking for Michael Chicas, who is really trying to find his goal today, just hasn't found the right mark. Give it away from the goalkeeper, but it's going to be a throw-in for FC Atlanta Academy.
Yeah, good way to stop that attack in its tracks. I mean, keep in mind how much time has really passed since the last goal. To be honest, I completely lost track of time. And I look up, and it's 87 minutes on the board. I don't know how much stoppage time we're going to get. 4-5's kind of been the correct number for most of these games, but you know, there's only so much time left.
Absolutely. Sorry, I was agreeing with the officials.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a throw-in for...
You may be agreeing with the official, but certainly somebody who does not is number 10.
Yes. It's going to be Leon Gonzalez. They call him Maravilla, which is marvelous. I tell you what, that goal he scored today was absolutely and simply marvelous. It was just a little too late. You agree?
Yeah, I think that at the half, Academy did a really good job of reassessing their defense situation. I think the number one thing is bringing Rafa Castellano from that more striker-esque position. They brought him back in the midfield. They say, hey, be our playmaker, but cover when our wings get upfield.
Yeah.
And I do somewhat regret, we did pick on Montague quite a bit, that left back, as the one who is not really being covered. He's had great offensive contributions, but he just needs defensive cover, and they finally found some amount of defensive cover for him. And like you said, though, it's a little too late.
Martinez Saint trying to find some space behind that line. Heavy touch from Sanchez. Martinez Saint, he's inside the 6. Oh my God, it's 4-3. Martinez Saint didn't stop, and he heads it home. It's 4-3 with about 4 minutes to go. Oh my gosh, a 4-1 lead has turned into a 4-3 lead. FC Atlanta Academy have not stopped. They've battled all game. It's 4-3 with under 2 minutes to go. Game on, Steven.
Martinez, I mean, there's one way to make any striker happy, and that is score. Just beat Sanchez to the clearance, or actually it's come slightly late, but gets his body in the way. Sanchez not quite putting that ball in a safe position, and as a poacher, you are a goal-scoring specialist, and that was a specialist goal right there.
It's going to be a foul committed on Ngoy. Ngoy, free kick for Academy. Can they muster up a little more magic? We're in the 89th minute, approaching the 90th. We got stoppage time left. Like we said before, there might not be much, but there's definitely going to be some. Does FC Atlanta Academy have enough left in the tank to put a 4th on the board and go home with a point and shatter that 4-1 dream victory that Atlanta City FC thought that they were leaving with? It's not over yet. The ball's played in, right up through the middle. 50-50 ball in the air, won by Valverde. Acrobatic clearance attempt from City, unsuccessful. as the battle still remains in the midfield. Pierre Caisen plays it out to the right side to Martin Ramirez. Ramirez being closed down by Luis Ramirez. Oh my gosh, Martin Saint is inside. He hits it in the header one more time, but a great transitional save by the defender to keep it out of the net. It's still 4-3. Martinez Saint is going to want that one back. He had a stellar opportunity to level this one at the death, just unsuccessful, but it is a corner kick for FC Atlanta Academy. They do have a chance left. Here we go, partner. This is it. The ball's
corner.
in play, Steven. Academy. Shot on goal, cleared away by City. Time's ticking. The ball bounces in Academy's favor.
It's a
It's
handball.
going to be a handball on City. Here we go.
Here we go again.
Free kick Academy. We are well into stoppage time. That was 3 minutes.
3 minutes means we only have about 2 left here on the board. So
Montagu will take this free kick, partner. There's going to be a 2-man wall for Sanchez.
in swinger as well, so really going to look to get this one on target.
Ball's played in. Ronnie deflects it to number 20, Pierre Carson. Ball still bouncing inside the 18. What a massive, massive clearance by number 3, Christian Tanakio.
That was a very dangerous situation. I think there could have been a shout for a handball or two. Honestly, either way. Here's that initial one. Header comes up cross. I think that's number 15 who basically gets it with his shoulder. So phenomenal retreat.
Martin Ramirez taken down. City players, they're praising for their innocence. Academy says no, but a last break opportunity. But Castellanos saves a 5th goal attempt from Atlanta City FC.
This man has been the savior of Atlanta City, of Atlanta Academy this entire second half. Phenomenal defensive retreat once again. And here we're going to see yet another play. Looks like it's going to be that corner shout. Works his way on into the corner. I kind of blame both players for that. I think there was I think if there had not been the follow through from the Academy player basically dragging the City defender down.
That's going to be a yellow card, Steve. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but there's a little bit too much time wasting, a little bit too much here. You take it. No, you take it. The official wanted none of it. Yellow card issued. The throw-in will stand for City, and the throw is inside play. Michael Chicas drops it back to Ramirez, who's defended by Paulinho. Ramirez maintains possession. He's in the corner. You'd think he's just going to hold on to this one, run out of time here. He's shaking and baking. He's dancing. Referee says, no, get up. One more chance for Academy. Nice defensive play. Wow.
There are potentially seconds left in this game. It shouldn't be too much longer. Maybe the fact that he gave a card for time wasting means he'll add a few more seconds in. Referees do have that discretion. Once it reaches that 93rd minute, it's 100% up to the man in blue.
Referee just looked at his watch. Long play attempt up the middle, successful. Captain Paulinho, the 31-year-old, battling in the midfield. That's going to be the ball game right before a scuffle started out between Yayo Vargas and Paulinho Delgado. And here we go. Both teams stepping up to each other after the final whistle. You don't like to see it, as the center official once again is there to maintain law and order on the pitch. It's over, guys. It's a great contest. Do not let something like this ruin what was a phenomenal, phenomenal game. As Atlanta City FC hang on to defeat FC Atlanta Academy 4-3 and our 3rd out of 4th games today. Steven, man, I tell you what, it was a tale of 2 stories, or of 2 halves. Apologize. It was a tale of 2 halves. FC Atlanta Academy completely out of it in the first half. The second half, they stormed back like a bat out of hell, man.
They 100% did, and that is a huge comeback. I think Atlanta Academy, there's no other way to look at the second half than as a smashing success. I think Atlanta City is going to have a lot of questions. I think the answer to a lot of those questions is we have no substitutes, and our primary striker, was arguably injured for a majority of that second half. But, I mean, a lot of questions that need to be answered from both sides as they prep for the regular season. But I think both sides have something that they can take away from this. As long as that something to take away is not a red card, that would be the absolute worst way to end what's been a just phenomenal night of play.
What a game, what a day. That's going to conclude our live broadcast. Game 4 will be recorded, and you can find it along with today's other 3 games on demand on the Atlantic Soccer Media Group YouTube channel. We have LGSA Laminio taking on Cochos FC to round out the day. Please stay tuned to our social media channels as well for semifinal seedings and game times. From the beautiful Terra Stadium in Clayton County, Georgia, he is Steven Johnson. I am Drew Dickinson. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. We're desperately out of times. The tape machines are rolling. We'll see you next week.
This has been a presentation of the UPSL. Any use of this broadcast without the written consent of the Atlantic Soccer Media Group is prohibited.